Welcome to Talking Comics, and this is the poll list. I'm Ryan.
I'm Sean.
All right, so we're doing something a little bit different and a little bit shorter today. We're going to have this little segment from maybe now on where every once in a while we're going to do like a short, like anywhere from like 15 to 30 minute little, I guess it's still technically a podcast. And we're just going to talk about a couple of stuff that's just come out or is about to come out. And, you know, we're calling it the poll list because you're pulling it aside and you're like, ooh, I'm buying this when I can.
Sharing stories.
So, to start off, we have some unfortunate news.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you...
Darwyn Cook passed away.
And
Darwyn Cook, for those who don't know, he was an artist, longtime artist, kind of started out similar to Jim Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't a janitor or anything, but, I mean, bottom rung, worked his way up.
Mm-hmm.
Did a little bit here and there for the independents. Sent out emails all over, and actually, Bruce Timm replied to one of his emails.
Huh.
And he did a long runs on Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Superman animated series, and Batman Beyond, one of your favorites.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yes. But his favorite thing that my favorite thing that he's done is a DC thing called New Frontier.
Yeah.
Or I showed you that.
Yeah,
did the animated film and the 6-issue miniseries.
Yeah.
It's really cool set. It's basically Justice League. Just kind of the story's tweaked a little bit, set in the 50s, and the disbandment of the Justice League, and they're slowly getting back together.
Mm-hmm.
The story's been told, 100 times over, but he really put his spin on it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice. I really enjoyed the movie, the animated movie.
Yeah. Jesus, and he was only 53.
Yeah, he's young, really young to pass.
Yeah.
And I was on Tumblr the other night, and I follow a couple of blogs that do comic book art and stuff like that, and there were so many people doing art for him. One was, I don't know if it was another like big time comic book artist that did it or just a fan, but it was this really beautiful penciled picture of, I think it was Wonder Woman opening up the doors to the pearly gates for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta show me that.
And it said, like, welcome home.
Oh,
I was
sweet.
just like, oh, my heart.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, like, of course, George Perez, Neil Adams, Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right up there with them in my book, man.
I mean, he was a legend who's been giving me some of my favorite animated TV series about the superheroes.
Yeah.
And I never even knew, and it's really...
That's like I said, when I go to conventions and stuff, Comic-Con, that's always the first place I go to. I make a beeline for like the artists and the writers and stuff.
Yeah. I've only ever really been to like one comic book convention, and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, oh, it's so much to take in all at once.
Yeah. We'll change that.
Hopefully things will work out to where I can like maybe go to Rose City Comic Con this year, because I missed Rose City this last year and Wizard World.
Yeah. I didn't go to Rose City.
So hopefully I'll be able to do that. I mean, I went to Retro Game Expo, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But not a lot to do with comic books.
Right, I remember that. All right, man, you want to dig in our long box here?
Yeah.
What do you got?
So we gonna talk about a couple of, comics that have just come out or are about to come out. I'm gonna start out with SpiderMan, since he's one of my favorites on this list, and he's getting all the love he deserves right now, so he's gonna get some more from me. So it hasn't just come out. It's been out for a little while, since like the start of 2016. it's just the comic is just titled SpiderMan, and it's a little background on it is so the Ultimate Universe, Marvel just got rid of it. They killed everyone in it except for certain characters, and one of those characters was Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So they decided to have him do a universe jump and bring him to the Earth 616 main Marvel continuity. And while Peter Parker, for those of you who know, he is now currently running a big company, and so he's going all across the world running his company and being Spider-Man in other countries and cities and whatnot, saving the world. So while he's been away, Miles Morales has decided he's going to take up being New York's main Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And I saw this really awesome set of panels to where it's Peter Parker and Miles, they're in their suits. Mm-hmm. Miles comes in, helps out, and Miles like, is it all right that I call myself Spider-Man? Like he asks, yeah. And like later, it shows Peter later thinking, I really like him basically saying it's great. No other Spider person has ever asked if they could be Spider-Man.
Wow.
And
Peter getting a little ego boost there.
Yeah. And there's another one. This is the last thing I'll talk about on it. But because no one really knows who this new Spider-Man is yet, a cop has his gun pointed at Miles, as Spider-Man, and Peter said the cop's like, "Who are you? What are you?" And Peter says, "He's Spider-Man."
Oh wow!
Like defending him.
Yeah.
He's the new Spider-Man. I'm off doing my own thing. This guy's watching your ass for
My name's Spider-Man. I approve this message.
Spider Light approved.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You got anything?
I have a few things here.
We'll just bounce it back and forth.
Okay. Mine, unfortunately, all revolve around death. like unlike those Spider-Men you were talking about, we have the Death of X.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Death of X, yes, that's coming out. Unfortunately, I mean, not that it's a bad thing, but with Fox owning the properties to Fantastic Four and X-Men, Marvel is in the books is killed off Fantastic Four run.
Yeah. And
looks like they're going to do the same thing with the X-Men.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They really no details yet. This book, it doesn't have a release date, but I mean, they're not annihilating all the characters. Mm-hmm. Some of them they do, however the legal tape works.
Yeah.
They're gonna disperse them. Like I know Nightcrawler will be an Avenger.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just little things like that. But yeah, the X-Men will be no more.
Huh.
And wouldn't it be great? Yeah. I mean, with that, Fox just get on board. Mm-hmm. Like Sony did.
Yeah.
Like Sony gave Marvel Studios Spider-Man for 20 minutes. Look what they did.
Yeah.
Oh, you can imagine the Phase 4.
Oh, it'd be so awesome.
What were you saying?
X-Men versus Avengers.
Yes. Want to see some Wolverine.
Fox, I hope you're listening. I'm going to whisper something to you. Do it.
Lean in closer.
Just let it happen.
All right. Yes. I mean, yeah, so this book, it'll be great. It'll be kind of a milestone.
Yeah. And, since it's comics, they're always like, all right, we're bringing them back. Turns out they weren't really dead. They were just in an alternate universe.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Let's face it. Who? Nobody ever stays dead in comics except for the Waynes and Uncle Ben.
It's true. It really is.
All right.
So, this is also... Well, actually, I'll talk about this one instead. So, a while back, Steve Rogers somehow lost the super soldier serum inside of his body. Doesn't have it anymore. He's just a normal person. I think it even ages him losing it. So, that's when he passes the mantle on to Falcon. but they're bringing him back in Steve Rogers' Captain America. He's gonna be he's gonna be the Captain America again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that comes out this month, actually, on the 25th.
Yeah, they did like a one shot for Free Comic Book Day.
I was to kind of see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that it worked well because
I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who runs Free Comic Book Day or who puts that together or when it become a thing, but it's Free Comic Book Day, which was a nice turnout for me. But it's free. So I was like, whoa, look at all these people getting these books. Well, because they're free.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's the that's the main reason most of them come in is because they're like, ooh, free stuff.
Yeah.
But the cover art was really cool. It was like Cap, he's in the suit again.
Rocking the old school shield.
Yeah, he's rocking the old school shield. Which was kind of a cool change of pace. And then on the side of him, he's got Falcon as Cap, and on the other side, Bucky as Cap, and Agent 13's in there somewhere.
Yeah, nice nod to running across the White House lawn.
Yeah,
get off the lawn. You saw the cover for that, right? The art. I wonder if that was a Chris McGuire artwork. I have to look at that.
Yeah, so that should be pretty cool. I kind of hope it works well.
It's Cap, man. Cap's on top of the world right now.
Yeah. So that should be pretty cool. What else do you got?
I got. We'll go from Captain America to Barcelona. How's that?
I wish I was in Barcelona now.
Not this time.
Oh, what?
No. We've got a one-shot Walking Dead: The Alien.
Oh yes, I've heard about this.
Yes, these are some new writers here, or at least new to me. Walking Dead comics. It's a one-shot from Brian Vaughan and Marcos Martin, and it's set in Barcelona.
Yeah.
That's where Marcos Martin is from originally, and of course everything's oversaw by Robert Kirkman.
Mm-hmm.
And this setting is, of course, the zombie outbreak, everything's happening. This museum curator over there, her name is Claudia. And she's kind of palled up with another guy named Jeff Grimes. And they're trying to get to the United States. They got to get out of Barcelona. Chaos is ensuing, collapse of society, just like, we've seen 100 times before. And yeah, they're zombies.
I don't want to be in Barcelona anymore.
They're trying to get to the United States because everybody's heard rumors of this. It's contained over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Those of you watching the show and reading the comics, you know better.
Welcome to the party, folks. Yeah, and that name I just threw out, that Jeff Grimes, if it sounds familiar, yes, Grimes. That is Rick Grimes' long-lost little brother, who was mentioned in the comics, issue 2 or 3, I believe, in passing.
Yeah, just a little.
But he's there. Yeah, just a little one throwaway sentence.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing. And the way this shot goes, the alien, they could easily cross it over, like however this book turns out. They could easily cross it over in the TV show, and they could meet up. Mm-hmm. Especially this Claudia, because getting a lot of rave reviews just from the weapon that she uses.
Oh yeah.
Now she is. I don't think she's just a museum curator.
Yeah, she's got like this badass looking halberd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically a spear and an axe had a baby, and this is the baby.
And they're taking out everything, including babies now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I haven't really bought any Walking Dead comics, but I might get that one because it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
The main reason I haven't gotten any is because I'm so far behind, and the only way to catch up would for me to be by those thick-ass compodiums.
Well, I just so happen to have some, Ryan.
I've been talking... so, my next comic, I'm going to jump from Marvel to DC. We've talked about this one on a previous podcast, the legendary Justice League issue 50 is coming out on the 25th
Yes.
as well. That is, if you're listening for the first time, you should go back and listen to all our other ones. That is supposedly the big Joker identity reveal. So that'll be interesting. I'm still torn. I don't want to know, but I need to know.
Yeah. Like an addict.
Yeah.
I know I don't need it, but I want it.
Yeah. So that should be pretty interesting.
And that is, which one am I thinking? Snyder and Capullo? Or no, I'm thinking of Batman.
Oh yeah, you're thinking of the Batmans. No, this is Justice League. So
okay.
It's
under
different writers.
I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
And DC is also working on another project, which I don't have. I think it comes out soon. I don't know the exact date, but it's coming out pretty soon. Issue 1 of the DC Universe Rebirth. I don't know much about Rebirth thus far, but I'm assuming there's going to be some slight continuity changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just DC doing what they usually do and just kind of revamping a few things, reintroducing characters, which...
So it's not a multiverse or anything like that, right?
Yeah, I think it's just like the main Earth 1, they're just going to like change it a little bit. I don't really know much.
DC writers doing it, not Flash this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, who knows?
I know.
Yeah, I don't really know much about it. I'm interested to see what happens, but yeah, I've had trouble like finding real information about this other than it being a big change. I'm a little in between on how I feel about it, because I kind of like that every once in a while DC's just like, all right, we have to have a big event that kind of changes things so that we can make continuity changes that make certain things easier to understand. We want to bring more new readers into it. Like, if they hadn't done the New 52, I would not understand like a thing about what's happening in comics right now, because they would have just like, well, why is this happening? Oh, well, you have to go back 500 issues to know why.
It's confusing, I know.
Yeah. Like, that's one of the things that I'm having an issue with, like with Marvel, is they don't have as many big events that completely change the setup so they can start fresh. But at the same time,
they're more continuity.
Yeah.
No, it's different. It's the same, different formula, but the same.
Like, they'll redo a series from issue 1, but it's continuing. Say, like, SpiderMan 900, issue 900. They're like, all right, now we're starting Spider-Man issue 1 again.
Yeah.
It's still going to have the same continuity from the 900 previous issues. And it's probably going to be some story tie-ins. It's just going to be a completely new, like, set of challenges for Spider-Man.
But this is Amazing Spider-Man. Now he's Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah. So that's one thing I mean, as much as I love Marvel characters, that's one thing that kind of irks me about the Marvel universe, is it's so hard to follow sometimes.
Yeah. It's all, if you've been out of it for a while, you just kind of jump in. You could do that.
Yeah. What else do you got?
I got, speaking of jumping in, I got another Walking Dead one. This is another one-shot, folks. We're going back to, now for those who read at least to issue 100 or watched the show from season 6 that just ended. This is the before, kind of like a prequel, a backstory on Negan.
Oh, right.
Everybody's favorite foul-mouthed, bat-swinging baddie.
Yeah. That should be pretty cool.
Oh my god. There's that first page. The first page right there. It shows him building Lucille.
That's awesome.
And this is like setting the outbreak, but it kind of like flashes back and shows him what he does. And you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
High school coach
Wow.
To the point where some of the parents were complaining because he would literally like bully the students who weren't, up to par.
Wow. That's
kind of seems apropos.
That makes sense.
He also had a part-time job as a used car salesman.
Buy this car, or you're dead.
Well, yeah, and you ready for this? He was on a ping pong league. Negan. And that's all I'm saying there on that. But yeah, that's definitely one. Yeah, the Alien and the Negan one shot. Because I have that Michonne one shot before there, and that was awesome. I was waiting for that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love that story, book, and TV series top to bottom, man. But there's like certain characters. Of course, everybody's like with the everybody loves Norman Reedus. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, Michonne. Certain characters kind of stick out for me. Mm-hmm. Michonne. I mean, yeah. Ezekiel, Negan. No, Ezekiel hasn't even shown up yet. In the show. He's all over in the books.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I know I haven't read any of the Walking Dead comics really, but that sounds really cool. Ever since I started hearing you talk about him, I'm like, he sounds like a really crazy character that I want to know more about.
It's like when I was at the shop and I had the Moliere and Lucille up top there. Yeah. Like, how many more episodes until season 6 is over? Because I knew Negan was going to show up in the season finale. Yeah. I pulled down Lucille and put up there, sold like that.
Right on. That's awesome. Alrighty.
That's all I got.
Alrighty, I got a few more here.
Oh, right
on. This one's been out a little while. Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, very familiar with that.
Crazy concept. Does DC own the rights to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
It's IDW.
All right.
So it's like a mutual crossover. How like they do with like DC Dark Horse.
Oh yeah.
When they cross over like him and Hellboy or Batman and Aliens, Batman and Aliens, Predator. Yeah.
You know who they need to cross the Teenage Mutant Turtles over with, right? Daredevil.
Yeah.
They were the cause and effect of each other.
Oh, would you see that?
Goodness gracious.
They released this virus because it's the hand and foot. Mm-hmm. Then they released a virus called anthrax. Oh no, that's the foot and mouth disease. But there's a third party, the mouth.
I've heard pretty good things about the comic, and I've seen some of the cover art, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I got some people who come in and buy those, and then the trade paperback will be out, I believe, in July. They're getting the issues, and I can't ask them because they just take them home and frame them.
Wow.
Looks pretty cool. I get the pictures and the frames and everything, and they show me. I'm like, wow, that's badass.
Here, you might enjoy. I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. But I've seen rumors online of they did at least a one-shot issue of Rom the Space Knight recently.
Don't tease me, Ryan. Don't tease me.
And for those of you that don't know, that was it started out as an action figure.
Oh, that was my childhood. Rom, love Rom. I mean, it sold. And then Marvel took it. And it had a very successful run for a while.
Yeah, so I've seen that they might be doing that, starting some Rom again. So
it was like, okay, put it this way. You remember that movie, that old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with Sinbad called Jingle All the Way? Yeah. Where him and Sinbad were running around after the Turbo Man toy? Yeah. It was basically a 2-hour commercial for this toy, but unfortunately, nobody saw the movie. Yeah. So nobody knew to buy Turbo Man. Rom was the exact opposite. And predates Turbo Man, so I mean, it was just one of those things that came out of nowhere. It was just kind of like one of those toys where just it'll end up in the bargain bin. Oh my god, Rom was cool, man, and the comics were great. If you're read some Rom. Or keep it short.
Here's a series I've read a little bit of, not completely, and it's a little confusing because of DC's current continuity, but Titans Hunt. It's a series based around the original Teen Titans, and they don't remember being Teen Titans. They don't remember being a team and working together.
Okay.
So you got Dick Grayson, Roy Harper, the original Wonder Girl or whatever, the sidekick to Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Aqua Boy and some others. And they don't remember being Titans because in the DC New 52 continuity, the Teen Titans were created by Tim Drake.
Okay.
So I'm thinking there's like some weird... I'm not going to give too much away, but they don't remember being Titans together, and they're like being drawn to like complete random happenstances of running into each other. Because they know who each other are. Like, Dick Grayson, he knows who Roy Harper is. He knows Roy Harper is the Red Arrow.
They just don't remember
being a team.
So we were just talking a few minutes ago about Marvel and more continuity, but then they're back and forth. Look at DC.
Yeah.
Don't pick on Marvel or DC. They're the same. To the point where
I totally spaced Titans Hunt. I was like, oh wait, it's down here on my little notepad.
To the point where their own characters are confused about the timeline.
I really need to get the trade paperback of that when it comes out, so I know actually like what's going on.
And it's called what?
Titans Hunt.
Titans Hunt.
Or Titan Hunt.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Yeah.
In the store before. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool series though. So check that out if you're a Titans fan. And last but certainly, hold on. All right, so I got two more. I'm just gonna make that one more. Civil War 2 issue 0. So there's a new Civil War, and you'll never guess who's in it. Well,
Mr. Tony Stark?
Yeah. Iron Man quit fighting the other Avengers. It's Iron Man and Miss
Marvel?
Well, I think she's Captain Marvel right now.
Okay.
But
Captain Marvel.
Miss Iron Man and Captain Marvel, aka Miss Marvel, are fighting, and I'm pretty sure it's over the same stuff as before of registration.
Yeah, is it? Now, would it just be like a holdover from the first Civil War?
I think so. And the interesting thing about it is SpiderMan's in it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But because of events in SpiderMan's main comics, he didn't actually reveal his identity in Civil War. So he's still got a secret identity, and I've heard rumors that they do the big reveal again. And I'm thinking like to myself, oh, that's a terrible idea. Whatever, you guys do you, though.
Spider-Man shows up in...
But I'm thinking, geez, Tony Stark is like Germany. We fought him in World War I. Now we're fighting him in World War II. Quit trying to...
Stop goose-stepping in the suit.
Alrighty, and I think I got enough time to bring up this last comic.
Do it.
One that I've been having a lot of interest in and I can't wait to get at some point is the Old Man Logan series. I'm sure some of you are aware of the Wolverine Old Man Logan graphic novel.
Yes.
This is like a continuation after the fact of, after that book, and he's on for, I'm talking about a lot of stuff that you have to be in the know about today. Mm-hmm. Battle World. It's a world, like a universe. It's a world comprised of all of the Marvel universes. Mm-hmm. So you got the Ultimates, Zombie, all of them, and he's like making a trip like cross country across all of these, not even knowing like a comic will end, he'll be like knocked out or something, and he'll wake up in a different country with it that's comprised of a different universe.
How badass is that?
Yeah, so
road trip.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool.
Wolverine style.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's something I look forward to that one.
Yeah.
I want to check that one out.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And well, I think that's all
short but sweet today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in. like, comment, subscribe. We'd really like this channel to grow a little bit more, so please share on Facebook and all that other junk. And thank you guys for tuning in.
Have a day.